And let's get into the Big Six. This matchup's awesome. The Peach Bowl, Cincinnati at Georgia. Georgia's a 6.5 point favorite. What do you guys think?
Oh boy, I'm going back and forth on how wild I should get here. I don't know. I don't want to be contrarian because I just put up a fight for Ball State, but I was just being biased for the MAC. I don't know if I might get wild and call Cincy straight up to win this.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But keep in mind, I'm in my wild mode.
So I was also thinking about Cincy straight up, but it's kind of a story of two teams trending in different directions because Georgia's been really good the last two games, and Cincy has struggled in their last two games.
That's true. I do think that Georgia is a lot of players are sitting. They have the on-paper talent, obviously, that is better than that. Kirby Smart is a moron. You have to keep that. Great recruiter, but a moron in-game coach.
And terrible record in bowl games.
And looks very stupid and has a stupid bowl haircut, too. The closest bowl he should ever be allowed near.
And let's give the caveat to our listeners, to our viewers, that this is a line you really want to shop for because between 7.5 and 6.5, it's quite a bit of difference. If it's 7.5, frankly, I like Cincinnati. If it's 6.5, I'm going Georgia. So this is an important one to shop around. I think this game is interesting because if you look at the advanced stats that measure general power rankings, offensive and defensive efficiency, these teams are identically ranked across the board.
Which one feels disrespected right now?
Oh, absolutely Georgia. Georgia is furious.
Georgia doesn't care. Georgia sucks and they know it. Sucks as in you're supposed to be a big powerhouse and you lost whatever. But I think Cincy is going to come with a chip on the shoulder and Georgia might just be kind of deflated.
It's exactly what happened. Well,
it's going to be like UCF Auburn kind of, back when Auburn was pretty good that year.
Right, and there has been a game like that Georgia-Texas game a few years ago when Georgia felt snubbed from the playoff, and Texas came in, and Sam Ellinger
beat them.
Ran all over them and shouted, "We're back!" and everything. And
Georgia, some teams get angry. If Georgia can get angry, sure, but it seems like they get pouty, and that doesn't win games.
But all this is kind of predicated on Georgia as we know them with Stetson Bennett the fourth as this kind of run-heavy team, because the fact is these teams are very similar, but that doesn't take into account that they looked like a completely different team against Missouri. JT McDaniel actually gives them a vertical threat. So if they're actually able to implement that game and have an offense that's they're kind of hard to prepare for right now because the offensive system is so in flux. And I think that's really going to favor Georgia in a game that's being played in Georgia.
Yeah, without a doubt, dude. I'm being a complete imbecile here, but I still think that Cincy's going to win. And I think that Cincy's one of their strengths is their secondary. So I think that's going to be an interesting matchup, seeing a new quarterback versus it's going to be the best secondary he's faced. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And here's the deal.
Joe, I'm telling you, you're right. And me and Donnie just being wild boys. It's Wild Wednesday. I'm being wild. I'm calling Cincy to win this.
Yeah, the thing that scares me the most is Georgia's is the unpredictability factor, and the two recent games where Georgia absolutely smoked two. I mean, I think Missouri is a decent team.
They are a decent team with a good quarterback.
I think they're very solid, and they had a reason to play. Yeah. Against Georgia, and Georgia stomped them.
Yeah, Georgia's good. They're good, and they're better than they were at the beginning of the year, probably. But,
and
we're going to win.
And we respect the Cincinnati offense, right?
Bet against them. Bet on Cincy to win straight up.
Yeah. But we respect Cincinnati, right? Cincinnati, no matter how this game goes, we all know Georgia has a great defense, but Cincinnati is going to score some points, right?
Yeah.
So the over in this game is 50.5. I actually like Georgia money line tied to the over at plus 170 odds.
Okay.
I think that's a great number for this game. And I don't think that line is taking JT McDaniels into account whatsoever.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, I like Georgia and the over.
Yeah, that over sounds pretty likely.
Yeah, strong bet.
Yeah, take the over. I might stagger that, I'll take the over. I'll take over in the Georgia points, and then I'll take over in the Georgia money line. Like, do 3 $10 bets on each, and then hopefully rake in the money from it.
Yeah, I could absolutely see that. I mean, in the last 2 games with Daniels, Georgia has put up 49 and 45. So, I mean, that's
Against, Missouri, against Missouri and who else?
South Carolina.
Yeah.
We'll count the Missouri one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there is not hey, be nice to South Carolina. That's a
like
bowl
South Carolina.
team, all right?
Wait, what?
That was a bowl team this year.
Yeah, their coach also had a stupid looking bowl cut.
Oh my gosh. Stop
like
talking
Will.
about people's bowl cuts. And
I hate okay, we're canceling the bowl cuts? Like even Texas's?
yeah, there were only 2 stooges.